Welcome to another episode of Dub and Trey. Thank you all for listening. We are going to start a new series for men hygiene. So we're going to start off talking about men's hygiene from the neck up. Thank you all again for listening. Don't forget, make sure you follow us on IG. Make sure you send us email at dubandtrey@gmail.com if you have any questions or if you want to give us some advice or shout out some of your products. We're going to start with the head. And the first thing we'll talk about is, hair care products, things that you should be using and things that maybe you shouldn't be using. From my perspective and some of the things that I've always learned growing up, of course, you don't want to use products with sulfate, phthalate, parabens, these things, mineral oil. These things will damage the root to your hair. Couple good products that I use, and as anything natural is going to be pretty much good. Shea Moisture for men, they have great hair care products for men. I do recommend them. Frederick Benjamin, Scotch Porter, these are great products, and they use natural ingredients, and they don't have those things like those sulfates that I mentioned before. So I definitely want my men and young men to make sure you do your research when you go into some of these stores and just buy anything. Because what's happening, as you notice, most of our men are losing their hair at a young age. And another thing is go see a professional. Go see a dermatologist. Do your own research. So I really want my men out there to start investing in themselves, not just to look good, but for health reasons as well, because you don't know what kind of chemicals that you're putting in your body.
Definitely. I'll add to that, synthetic fragrances is something you also don't want in any of your hair products. You want the good smells from your hair product to come from the natural ingredients inside the product and not from anything added, no chemicals added. So with that being said, and moving on down from the hair, we're going to go to the face. You definitely want to start using some type of cleanser on your face. You definitely don't want to use the bar soap that you use on your body on your face. Your face is an entirely different type of skin. There are some companies out there that make really good natural cleansers. You have your CeraVe, you have Cetaphil, you have Aveeno, you have Neutrogena, Nivea, Butter. All these are other companies that make really good skincare products and good cleansers for your face. Trey, I don't know what you use, but CeraVe makes a hydrating facial cleanser that I use, and I really like that.
I use a Cetaphil.
Okay.
Great products.
Yeah, absolutely. Do your research, guys. Find what works for you with your skin, right? So after your cleanser, you definitely want to go to a moisturizer, right?
Definitely.
And these same companies make moisturizers. And I want to reiterate something. We want you guys to do these things for you. We don't want you to do these because we think the ladies are going to like it. There's no other reason to do this. You're worth it. And we want you to take care of yourself because you should be taking care of yourself.
And you can actually go to the doctor and find out if you are have reactions to certain things. There's an actual test that you can take. I'm not sure the terminology, but I think it's called an allergic test or some type of result, thing like that you can have done. So that's something that you can think about doing. I mean, it's hard for the men. We it's hard to even get a brother to go to the doctor. So we want you brothers out here to go to the doctor, go see your dermatologist, and definitely do your research. So the face, getting a good moisturizer is definitely something that you need. I would say even getting a moisturizer with a some type of sun protection. And again, everybody has different tolerances, but you definitely want to utilize that too during the summer times. So yeah,
I use this product from Butter. It's a facial shea butter, and I also use a product from Cetaphil. I believe it's like a hydrating cream or something. Both, I mean, they're two different things, two different companies, but they pretty much do the same thing. They hydrate your face without being super oily or super greasy, and it's something you can put on your face in the summertime. You won't go outside and feel like you don't put a handful of Vaseline over your face. From your moisturizer should be good and light. It shouldn't make you feel sticky like you got a mask on your damn face or something like that, right?
Right. Feel like your face melting once you get to the heat. Yeah, definitely, man. It should be light. Your
right?
face and your face should feel soft and moisturized,
Right.
right?
From the face taking care of the skin on your face, you also have a lot of men have the nice beard, right? I don't have a beard, but Trey absolutely has a beard. So I'm gonna let Trey speak to you gentlemen with the nice beards about how he takes care of his beard and your beard care.
Man, one time for the beer gang out there in the world, man. We repping hard, man. First things first though, you gotta wash your beard. Some of those same products that I mentioned earlier, those same brands, they have great beard products as well. Shea Moisturizer for men, they have a great beard collection from the wash to the moisturizer to the oil. There's another company, Scotch Porter. They also have a great beard line. My favorite beard line is Coils by Nature. It's a woman owned, black owned company out of Atlanta, if I believe. Koils by Nature. And they have a men's line that is really good when it comes to the washing and moisturizing, and of course, making sure you provide your beard oil. So, fellas, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing this on a daily routine. And then you also want to make sure that you're brushing it correctly, that you're using the proper combs, that you're not pulling your coarse hair out. So, making sure you have the right comb and making sure you have the right brush for your beard is very critical as well. Another black owned company that I love to use that have great natural scents is Respected Roots, another black owned company that they have a very good beard and beard wash line that I definitely think you guys should check out. So check out Respected Roots and Coils by Nature. Shea Moisturizer is a more popular brand. You can go into your Walmarts and your Targets and you can find that product just about anywhere. But the Respected Roots and the Coils by Nature, you're definitely going to have to go online and register to find those companies. Another thing I wanted to throw in there, just going real quick, going back when I'm thinking about my beard, some of the routines that I do while I'm in the shower, brushing your beard and washing your beard in the shower is also a good routine to have. But also brushing your hair in the shower will also give you those waves that the fellas like to have
Mm.
instead of putting those do rags on. I definitely think brushing your hair while you're conditioning and washing your hair in the shower will give you instant results. Those are some of the key routines that I think men should do if you have a need to want to have some waves or if you want your beard to be fresh all the time. And believe me, you will get the compliments. But again, it's not just about that. It's about making sure that your hair is healthy and making sure that you train your hair the proper way. And there's a thing that's called pseudofolliculitis. This is what black men typically have, where your hair grows back into your skin and causes bumps. So these type of things you need to understand. You need to go see a dermatologist for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you are having irritation in your skin where your beard is, when you're shaving and trimming your beard, you may have these reactions. And it's a natural thing for black men. But again, there are many things you can buy on the market or you can go see a dermatologist.
Absolutely. And you know what, man? I know we already talked about hair, but we didn't talk about the bald head, man. You know,
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
that's
think,
right.
I
Because you
think
got a bald
that
head.
that's right. That's right. And I think, I don't know culturally how many cultures rock, bald heads, but I feel like African Americans probably rock more bald heads than probably any other culture by choice or
Mm-hmm.
not. But fellas, if you have a bald head, no matter what your culture is, you got to take care of your scalp, right? Just because you don't have hair doesn't exempt you from taking care of your head or your scalp. So you still want to use a good shampoo, which we already talked about
Mm-hmm.
for the gentleman with hair, right? You want to use a good shampoo with natural ingredients. For me, I use a scalp specific shampoo with tea tree oil in it, that helps the scalp, keeps the scalp healthy. You also want to use some type of balm or cream on your head, some type of moisturizer, right? After you wash your head, make sure you moisturize it. There's a company called Bevel that makes a bald balm, that I use
Mm-hmm.
for your scalp to keep your head moisturized. And speaking on something you talked about already, Trey, it has an SPF 25 in it. So it also has that
Mm-hmm.
sun protection in it. to keep your scalp moisturized and protected from the sun. So yeah, if you have a bald head, wash your scalp, moisturize it, and put the product on it to keep it moist. And if you have those razor bumps and those rashes, there are companies again like Bevel and Shea Moisturizer. I believe the one I use is by Shea Moisturizer, where after you shaved, you put it on and it stops the bumps and the razor bumps and it helps control that.
And Bevel is another black-owned company that's a great company as well. And I did some research on them. They use a lot of good products. I use their vitamin C moisturizer gel that I put on my face. They have a vitamin C
Okay,
gel that's good. So Bevel is another company. So I'm glad you brought that up, Doug.
cool. And now I do have a
Yeah.
question for you with your beard. Now I have a goatee,
hmm
so it's nothing for me to just, I put a little oil on my goatee. I'll brush it. Do you use any specific kind of brush or comb when you're in the shower? Brushing your beard or brushing your hair, does that matter?
Yes, I try to use either a wooden comb or I try to use something that's plastic. I stay away from the steel combs. They kind of pull your hair out. It also depends on the length. I mean, if you have
Mm,
a shorter beard, you can use just a bristle brush if your
right.
beard is shorter or if your goatee is shorter. But for me, if my beard is a little longer, you want to make sure you're using those wooden combs. A lot of people are using those wooden combs that are actually made a certain way to slide through your coarse hair. So
Mm,
you want to get a comb that can slide through your coarse hair. And most of the times I use a plastic one, and it has to be long so I don't rip out the short pieces of my hair because you can
gotcha.
feel it.
Right.
So just a board bristle brush is fine, and you brush it in the shower, and I guarantee you it's going to give you better results quicker. So
Okay. All right, cool.
yeah.
All right, so what we got? We've talked about taking care of your head. We've talked about taking care of your
hmm
face. We've talked about taking care of your beard. Let's talk about your mouth, fellas.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man,
Let's go to
jeez,
the mouth, man. Uh,
them yuck mouths
that-
out there.
so uh, if you have mouth issues, right? There are things you can do to help with any type of issue you have with anything regarding your mouth, right? So the first thing I like to start with, at least, is just make sure your teeth are clean. They don't
Yeah,
have to be straight. I know a lot of people talk about straight teeth. My man got the crooked tooth song, whatever that's called, by J. Cole.
yeah,
About
yeah.
having the crooked teeth, right? He don't want to get his teeth
hmm
straight. That's who he is, representing, and that's cool. If you want to keep your teeth
Right.
how you got them, that's cool. But just make sure they clean.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth, brush your gums. The recommendation, I believe, is twice a day. I don't brush my teeth
hmm
twice a day all the time. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't brush my teeth after every meal all the time. I'm not gonna lie, but I try to, and that's what you got to do, fellas. If
Right.
you're not brushing your teeth at least once a day, you need to be doing that. Keep your teeth and your gums right.
Definitely.
Keep that breath
Please,
right.
please keep. Yeah, please keep the breath and brush your tongue,
That's
brush
right.
the end. And fellas, you do have it. When you brushing your gums, you want to make sure you're not brushing the same way you brush your teeth. It's a
Hmm.
lighter. You want to definitely do lighter strokes, and you do have an inside of your gum, which people forget about. I mean, there are people that really don't brush the inside of their gums
Hmm.
like they brush the inside of their teeth. So you
Right.
definitely want to do that. And flossing, man,
That's right.
that's
It's a huge
a
thing.
major
It's
thing.
a huge thing.
You have to floss.
And I've been guilty of not flossing. Like my lady, she flosses all the time. I'm talking all the time.
Yeah,
I floss sometimes.
yeah,
I think I floss enough to where, I don't have any issues. I don't have any gum issues and my gums are
all
healthy,
right.
right? But fellas, if you're not flossing at all, like none, you got to start flossing, man. Right? You got to keep your gums healthy.
You have to start flossing. And ladies, put the pressure on the men out there. Ask your man, when's the last time you floss? Because I know some
Mm,
brothers that have never flossed.
that's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna say no names. I'm not gonna put nobody out there.
You said never.
I know some. Yeah, never. I talked to a brother. He said he never flossed. He's never
Wow.
done any of those things. So, and like I said before, This is about your health. Believe it or not, if you're not flossing and if you're not brushing your teeth the way you're supposed to be, it could harm you down the road when it comes to plaque buildup and that stuff getting into your blood and getting into your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely want to make sure that you're flossing. Every 6 months, everybody should be going to get their teeth cleaned.
That's right.
You should be going to get your teeth cleaned twice a year so you can talk to a professional. If you don't have dental insurance, you need to get it. And like I said, like Dove said, you don't have to have straight teeth, but you need to have clean teeth
Clean
and fresh
teeth.
breath.
Absolutely. 100%. And if and
Yeah,
for the guys out there, if you haven't been to the dentist in a really long time, and if there's some concern or some anxiousness or embarrassment because you haven't been in a long time, it's okay.
yeah,
Get over it. Go ahead and make that phone call, man. Call your local dentist. Find a friend to refer you. Like if you have a problem finding a good dentist, talk to people. Ask people, who's your dentist? Who do you go to? Do you like them? Are they gentle, when they clean your teeth? Because there are certain dentists who are really harsh, a little heavy handed when they're cleaning your teeth, right? And there are other dentists
facts,
who have a little lighter hand and still get the job
facts.
done, without hurting you. There are a lot of people out there, men and women and children, who have had really bad experiences with certain dentists, and I get that. But you have to go. If you have a
You
bad
have to
dentist,
go.
if you had a bad experience, trust me, it is not that experience with all dentists.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
if you're in your 20s and your 30s and the last time you've been at a dentist was 15 years ago and you didn't go anymore because that dentist hurt your teeth, that's not really an excuse, because that was 15 years ago. That was a different dentist. Find a dentist that works and go to the dentist. That is not an excuse to not go to the dentist because that particular dentist hurt your teeth or poked your gums. I get it, but it's not stopping you from going to a dentist and getting your
It's
teeth cleaned.
Yeah, it's amazing how we make excuses for not doing something anymore because we
Hmm.
had one bad experience.
That's right. Many
And that
years
can
ago.
be, yeah, many years ago. You can apply that to just about anything.
Absolutely.
Doctor, a dentist, a
Hmm.
relationship, a friendship. One bad thing happens or a tragedy happens, and after that, you just cut off all possibilities or cut off anything so it doesn't happen again. But
Yep.
what you're doing is you're actually hurting yourself, because if you don't do these things and you don't be proactive in these things, when you're 50 and you're 60, and you're not gonna look 50 and 60, you're gonna look 80 and 90.
That's right. That's
you
right.
some things gonna start falling apart and doing, and then also you want to have a balance. We all have vices. We all like to have fun. We all like to do certain things. But if you know that you're doing some things that may not be so healthy, why not have at the least the same level of lifestyle in the healthy world?
That's right.
Let's not be so naive to think that our youth and that us living a certain type of way is going to last forever. It's not going
Hmm.
to last forever. You need to be smart enough to understand, if you drinking coffee, eating candy every day, or having drinking alcohol every day, you need to have some balance. You need to let your body reset. You need to do some things that's going to allow you to have some longevity. That's the main thing.
Yeah. And I have to admit, I don't like going to the dentist. I don't. but
Right,
but I love having clean teeth.
right. Me too.
And for you fellas out there, if you're lucky enough to have a woman in your life, whether it's your mom or your wife or your girlfriend, and she's going to the dentist on a regular basis, just have her schedule your appointment when she schedule hers.
That's right.
Start going to the dentist. Please keep your teeth
Please.
clean. Get your teeth clean. Make sure your gums are clean, right? Something Trey touched on is about brushing your tongue. If your tongue
Yeah.
is white all the time, like the color of the concrete white, right? And I'm gonna back up. So having a little whiteness on your tongue is actually pretty normal. There's nothing abnormal about that. Some people's
Mm-hmm.
tongues are more whiter than others, but most of
Mm-hmm.
that can be cured from simply drinking water and brushing your tongue. Simple. Now,
Simple.
if you notice in the mirror that you have an abnormally white tongue, go to the dentist. You may have a condition. There are medical conditions that causes that. There's bacteria, there's things that causes you to have severely white tongues.
Hmm.
Again, go to the dentist.
Yeah, man.
Start
Got to
asking
do
a
it.
professional, man. Go to the dermatologist. Learn about your own skin. If you don't know what your skin type is, if you don't know what you're allergic to, you can't take care of yourself if you don't know about you.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Yep.
yeah, man, this segment was about the neck up and our men's hygiene segment that we're gonna start doing.
Yeah.
We done gave y'all information about your hair and your head, taking care of your scalp, taking care of your face, taking care of your beard, taking care of your mouth. Your lips are part of your mouth, right? Moisturize your
Right.
lips, put chapstick on.
Yes. Put
Even
some
if it's
chapstick on, man.
even if it's the summertime, put the chapstick on.
Man.
In the summertime, a chapstick with SPF in it
Hmm.
protect your lips. And you're looking like you're 90, or should I say 50 years old, and you're looking like you're 60 or 70.
You ask somebody, man, how old are you? And they say, man, I'm 33. I say, man, you look like you
Say,
63.
damn.
Damn. You just like you hit it on the head, though. You got to put what you put in your body is going to be a reflection of how your body reacts, especially with hair. Drinking water, believe it or not, is going to help you. It's going to help you with your skin. It's going to help you with your breath. It's going to help you with your teeth. Drinking water is one of the basic fundamentals to everything that we talked about.
Everything.
It's really that simple. Of course, there's some things that you can do, tea tree oils and argan oils and these other things, these natural products that will definitely help you. But water and your daily vitamins will definitely help you actually strengthen your teeth as well.
Vitamins is a good one. We didn't touch on
Yeah,
that one. The vitamins is a great point, man.
yeah, yeah.
And again, this is our first segment of our men's
The first
hygiene and
one.
health, right? So in episode number 2 or segment 2 about this, we're going to talk about the neck down, taking care of other parts of yourself, guys, from the neck down. With that being said, we'd like to hear from you guys, right? What are some of the products you guys use for your face, your hair, your beard? Do you have a recommended routine that you use in the evenings,
Hmm.
in the morning to take care of yourself? Let us know. Email us, dubandtrey@gmail.com. Follow us on IG at dubandtrey. Shoot us a note and let us know, man. And if you guys got any questions about any of the products that we've talked about, or any of the routines that we each individually use, hit us up. And lastly, I would say is if you listen to the episodes, share them. Talk to your friends. Tell your boys, moms, if you're a single mom and you got a teenager in the house and dad may not be around, or something's going on with dad, I don't know, but tell them, here's some products. I heard, listen to this podcast. Here's some products you should start using for your face, for your hair. Taking care of
Hmm.
yourself. Here's some grown men telling you need to start going to the dentist.
Yep. And if you don't want to listen, email us. We'll come get them.
we come get them and take us to the
Yeah, we'll
dentist.
come get them, take them to the dentist.
Absolutely. But that's all I got for this one, man.
Hey, see y'all next episode. This is our first episode for the men's hygiene. Thank you again. We out.